What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel. Check out the content. And with that being said, I want to present to you further proof that no one really respects the championship that the Lakers won in what was that? In 2020? What was that? The pandemic, 2020, right? That pandemic championship that they won. People really don't respect that. And I gotta say that I can't blame them because I mean it just was it was just an odd season. A lot of people didn't really want to play. Then you played inside that bubble, you know. And to me, it just wasn't a real championship. I don't even think they should have had a season that year. And so and because I'm not a LeBron James fan, I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm not really hating on him, right? But I'm being honest. You know, in my honest opinion, just like the championship that who won during the strike season, the San Antonio Spurs won a championship during the strike season, and that one too. Also, I think should have an asterisk, and some people do put an asterisk behind that one because it was a strike shortened season. I'm not sure what year that was, but that was one of their 5 championships that they won. So and they won a couple more after they won that in that strike year, at least a couple more after they won that strike year. But if you look at this graphic right here or this picture right here, and it shows that Toronto, the Raptors won it in 2019, and that's when what's the guy now? And I can't even remember his name, but he had a great season. As a matter of fact, he came from the Raptors. I mean, he came from the Spurs, and he led the Raptors that year to a championship. They beat the Sixers to be able to go all the way. And then who did they beat in that championship? I think they beat Golden State. Kawhi Leonard, that's his name, Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard beat them. And they beat Golden State that year, and so they won that championship. So that is a legitimate championship in my opinion. And so then you had the next year, then you had LeBron James and the Lakers playing the Miami Heat to win that pandemic year, and it just felt off. That's the year that like I said, you had some players who didn't even want to play, and even some of the guys who played in that bubble that year said that it felt like they were playing pickup basketball. It wasn't the crowds. They wasn't allowing crowds there, and I think it just was a money grab for the NBA. And not just for the NBA, but like the television people. They wanted to salvage some of that season so they could make some money off of it from their sponsors, and they didn't want to lose out on the whole season. I think they only played like 50 games that year. And, basically a little bit over half of the season they played, but they played it in a bubble. And then so who won after that? Then you had Giannis. They won it the year after that. I thought that was a good series between the Bucks and the what's that, Phoenix. That was a really, really good season when they beat Phoenix that year. Chris Paul and those guys they beat. But yeah, I mean, everybody else who won their championship was more legit. And to me, it's always when we talk about LeBron James and his records and stuff like that, it's just always some type of, I don't know, just like some type of concession that's being made for him, or it's being set up in a way where he can win it. And then, and now LeBron James, when they got back to playing, LeBron James hadn't even got close, to a championship. He didn't get close in 2021. He didn't get close in 2020. They really wasn't close in none of those years, except for that pandemic year, And who did they beat? They beat the Miami Heat in that pandemic year. So, you know, like I said, this is just more proof that this, if it wasn't for that pandemic championship, that this, you know, his career really was, in my opinion, I don't see how he could be the GOAT. I really don't, you know. And the good thing about it is people are not buying into what mainstream media is trying to put out there. They're not buying into what Clutch Sports is trying to put out there. They're not buying into what LeBron James is saying. You know, this people just not buying into it. Everybody is just really just standing their ground, you know, and they're saying like, look, no, this is not, you know. So I think Steph Curry, in my opinion, has more legitimate championship rings than LeBron. Steph Curry got 4 legitimate championship rings, and LeBron only, in my opinion, he got 3. So, you know, that's my take on it. Every opportunity I get to you know, to just to prove to people that the Lakers were bogus, Lakers wasn't a good team, you know, I just capitalize on all those opportunities. And this right here was just this picture just showed another just showed more proof that they just was, you know, Lakers wasn't a good team. And so people that nobody respects that, you know, nobody respects that that pandemic championship that they won. And so, you know, that's my take on it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure to leave a comment. And with that being said, I'll check you all out in the next video. Peace.